Hello, good morning. I'm Purnima, and once again, I welcome you to my English class, students. Today, I'm here to explain you the same lesson which I was teaching in my previous video, that is direct and indirect speech. So this is a very important lesson, and this is a very, people think this is very tough, but it is not very tough. If you will listen carefully to all the rules and regulation, you will find it out, and with mere practice, children, you will certainly find it out. It is very easy. Don't get panic, because people have this fear in this mind that this is a very tough chapter. So but only thing you have to revise is your tenses. Without revising your tenses, it would be a bit difficult for you to do it. So now let's start with our few minutes revision work. So I was telling you, direct and indirect speech is also known by the name of narration. So this is direct speech and indirect speech. It is also known by the name of narration. Okay. Then children, I told you in my previous video that what is a direct speech. So the direct speech is that, children, when the exact word of the speaker is traced, when the exact word of the speaker is there, and without making any change, when that exact word of the speaker is kept in the inverted comma, then that is a direct speech. That means whatever the person is speaking without making due changes is a direct speech. Now, what is an indirect speech? Indirect speech is that speech, children, when we tell something that is speech, when we tell to something that is speech, what happened? Children, when we tell that something, suppose like here you can see, uh, George said to Mark, I am going to my school. This is a direct speech. It is written in the inverted comma, okay? But if you will tell the same thing to anybody else, what you will tell, you will tell, George told Mark that he was going to his school. So children, this the exact word of the speaker will not be there, but this as exact word of the speaker will be said by any other words, and there should be a due changes in it. Like children, changes of pronouns will be there, removal of inverted comma will be there, some verbs will be changed if possible, then some tenses will be changed. So this is indirect speech. So children, indirect speech is also known by the reported speech. Okay. So what is an indirect speech? When we express the speaker's word, when we express the speaker words in our own words, making due changes is a indirect speech. So I think this two thing I have done in my previous video. What is direct and indirect? Direct speech is that speak. That means, children, it is the exact word of the speaker, and without making any changes, we present this speech to other person. And what is an indirect speech? Indirect speech is that speech when that speech is presented by in front of any other person, a due changes is there. Changes in the pronouns, changes in the verbs, changes in the tenses might be there, and some of the changes in the other word that I will be telling you while explaining the rules, right? So children, and yesterday I also told you about different parts of direct speech, and which you can see right in the board I have written. There are two parts of direct speech. One is the reporting verb, and as you can see, the writing part which is outside the inverted comma. Children, this is the inverted comma, I think you can see. Okay, this whole portion from I am going to my school, this is written in the inverted comma. I children made the comma with a dark pen so that you can, it will be visible for you people. So children, I am going to my school. So this is the portion which is inside the inverted comma, and George said to Mark, this is the portion which is outside the inverted comma. So the portion which is outside the inverted comma is a reporting part. The portion which is outside the reported inverted comma is a reporting part. Okay, and the portion which is inside the inverted comma, as you can see, I am going to my school, is a reported part. Now children, what is important here is that whatever verb we are using, the first thing, children, when we change from direct to indirect, because you people are very young, in your syllabus changing from direct to indirect speech is there. Okay, when you will go to higher classes, then children, from indirect to direct speech, will be there. That is a bit tough, but because if you will do the practice for 15 minutes daily, you will be perfect in that. So in your syllabus, children, the syllabus is that you have to change it into reported part. Reported part is an indirect speech. Okay. So children, when the rule number 1 is there, now today I will be explaining you some of the rule. So children, rule number 1 is there. Whenever we have to see that how to change it from direct speech to indirect speech, how to change it from direct speech to indirect speech, what do we see, children? We see that what is the reporting verb. What do we see? We see that what is the reporting verb. What is the reporting verb here, children? Here the reporting verb is said. And what is the reporting part, children? Once again I repeat, the reporting part is that part which is outside the inverted comma. Like here in this sentence, the sentence is George said to Mark, and afterward one comma is there, and afterward, children, reporting, this inverted comma is there, and the speech which is there inside the inverted comma is known as the direct speech. That is the exact word of the speaker. So I am going to my school is a direct speech. It is written in the inverted comma and it is the exact word of the speaker. So when you have to change, children, this is rule number 1, children. When you have to change it from direct to indirect speech, first thing what you have to do, you have to see the reporting verb. What is the reporting verb here in this sentence? In this sentence, reporting verb is said. Okay. Now children, you have to see the second most important thing is that you have to see that said is in which tense. Said is in present tense like say, or future tense like will say, or children the past tense like it is written here. Okay. So children, say, first form, that is present form is say, past form is said, and future form is will say. So children, when we change, now let me ask you one question, that when we change from direct to indirect speech, what is the first form? What is the first form, or what is the thing which we have to see? So children, we have to see whether the reporting verb is in the present tense or in the past tense or in the future tense. Okay. So like say here you can see that the reporting verb is in the past tense, because it is according to this reporting verb. When we change from direct to indirect things, then the changes will take place. How? That I will be telling you. Okay. So before children we start changing from direct speech to indirect speech, we should keep two things in our mind. First, children, no change is done in the tense of the reporting part. That means, children, what is the reporting part? Reporting part is that part which is outside the inverted comma. So you don't have to never, you don't have to do any change in the reporting part, right? Then children, you have to see that it is the reporting verb that determines the change. That means all the changes are made due to one thing only. And what is that thing? It is reporting verb. This is the most important thing. This is the most powerful thing. It's like a prime minister in the country. Everything revolves around the reporting verb. How? This I am going to discuss with you. Okay. So children, let me tell you how. Children, why? Children, when the reporting verb will be there in the present tense. Okay. When the reporting verb will be there in the present tense. Children, I am writing two things. Okay. I am writing two sentences. Okay. First is, please read it. Now sentence 2 is the same sentence which I have given you yesterday. I hope children you can read the two sentences. First is Anu says to me, you are my friend. So children, first you have to, now step by step I will be explaining you. So children, Anu says to me, in the inverted comma it is written, you are my friend. So children, is this a direct speech or is this a reported speech or indirect speech? So you first have to decide. So the answer is, it is a direct speech because inverted comma is there, and the inverted comma means the exact word of the speaker is there in the inverted comma. So children, this is a direct speech. This is a direct speech. Okay, inverted comma is there. Whenever you will find inverted comma in the sentence, make sure that this is a direct speech only, because inverted comma tells the exact word of the speaker. Okay, so this is the direct speech. All right, now children, in this direct speech, what is a reporting part here? Anu says to me. And what is a reported part here? You are my friend. This is clear. Now what is a reporting verb here? So reporting verb here is says. Okay, what is the reporting verb here? The reporting verb here is says. Okay, and what is, now children, we will read the second sentence. George said to Mark, I am going to my school. Now this is again written in the inverted comma. So this is a direct speech. This is the exact word of the speaker. So this is a direct speech. Okay, now you can see the two sentences. One here, the reporting verb is in past tense. Reporting in the first sentence, you can see the reporting verb is in the present tense, and then you can see that reporting verb is in the second sentence. You can see the reporting verb is in the past tense. Okay, and children, this is also a direct speech and this is also a direct speech. George said to Mark, I am going to my school. This is a direct speech. Anu says to me, you are my friend. This is a direct speech. Okay. Now children, why I am telling reporting verb is the main important thing in the verb is that children, says. Okay. Says is a reporting verb which is in present tense, and said is the reporting verb which is in the past tense. So say is a reporting verb and said is the reporting verb in the second sentence. Said is in the past tense. Says is in the present tense. Okay, says is in the present tense. So children, when we change from direct to indirect speech, we have to see few things. Children, when the reporting verb is in past tense, so children, what you have to see? You have to see few things will be changed when you will change from direct to indirect speech. First thing, children, what will be changed? It will be changed. You have to, children, you have to see when this is in the present tense reporting verb. So children, this you have to remove the inverted comma. Okay, and then children, second thing, children, when you will remove the inverted comma, and you have to remove the comma which is in the center also. and the moment you will change the comma which is there in the center, you have to write a conjunction that. Okay, you have to write the conjunction that. Children, this I am telling when the reported verb is in the present tense. Please hear me properly. So when you have to change it into direct, from direct to indirect speech, first you have to see whether the reported verb is in the present tense or past tense. So in the first sentence you can say reported verb says is in the present tense. So if present tense says is there and you have to change from direct to indirect speech, children, then few things will be changed. So first thing, children, you have to remove the inverted comma, and children, after removing the inverted comma, you have to remove the comma which is there in the center, this comma. Okay, and children, the moment you will remove this comma, you have to add the conjunction that. Don't forget it. That is a conjunction which is joining two different parts of the reported speech. Okay, so you have to put the conjunction that, and children, then you have to change pronoun. Like you can see, you is changed into I. Okay, you have to change the pronoun. Now you have to see, student, when you have to change from direct to indirect speech. Once again I repeat, you have to see two things, whether the reporting verb is in present tense. So here in the first sentence you can see the reporting verb is in the present tense, and what is the reporting verb here? It is say. Okay, so children, when you will change from direct to indirect, first thing, children, you have to remove the inverted comma, and then you will remove this comma, student. When you will remove this comma, then you have to add the conjunction that. You have to add the conjunction that. Okay, and that you can see, children, pronouns are changed. You are, and children, when the pronouns, the third point is that the pronouns will be changed. Okay, and children, when the pronouns will be changed, the verb will be automatically changed. All right, like here are is the verb with you, and with I we never use. With I we never use what? With I we never use are. With Y what do we use? We use am. So the verb is never change. Okay, so this thing, children, you can see. All right, what you will see here? You will see here that when the reporting part, when the reporting verb is in the present tense, you have to see 6 things. First, remove the inverted comma. Second, you have to, children, you have to remove the inverted comma. You remove the centered comma. Third, you have to put conjunction that. Then, children, the pronouns will be changed. Then the verb according to the pronouns will be changed. And one more thing which will be changed, which I will be discussing you here. Okay, so children, you see here what the things which is going to change here. You can see it here. Here reporting verb is says. Okay, and here it is written tells. Here it is written tells. So this is the change here which I will be explaining you right now. So children, says. Says is a word, children, and you have to see, children, says will change into tell when we change from direct to indirect speech. So children, you have to see whether in the reporting part subject and object is there or not. First thing you have to see subject and object is there in the reporting part or not. So what is the subject of the reporting part? Anu is the subject of the reporting part. What is the object of the reporting part? Me is the object of the reporting part. Children, this is very, very important, and please don't get confused. Okay, though I am explaining in such a way that you will not get confused. So first of all, you have to see, children, you have to see the reporting part. Okay, you have to see the reporting part. What thing you have to see, student? You have to see 2 things. What thing you have to see? You have to see 2 things. And children, what are those 2 things? You have to see subject of the reporting part and object is there. If object is there, what is the object here? Me is the object here in the reporting part. If object is there, then children, you will write Anu you have to remove says to. What you have to remove? You have to remove says to, and instead of it you will write tells. Okay, me. So children, when you have to remove says to, and what you will write? You will write tells me. If the reporting verb is in the past tense, suppose here it would have been said to. So here object is marked. So here instead of said to, we have to write told. This will be written now in the past tense. Okay. So children, again I am going to explain, because it's not very easy what you are thinking. Okay, it's a bit complicated in the sense it's very easy, but children, so many rules are there that a person feels that it is complicated. It's not that complicated. Okay. So student, you have to see two things here. What is the first thing you have to see? You have to see, children, if reporting verb is in the present tense and if object is there in the reporting part. Alright, now children, there are two sentences here. One is what is the reporting part in the first sentence? So reporting part is in the first sentence is Anu says to me. What is the reporting part in the second sentence? The reporting part of the second sentence is just George said to Mark. George said to Mark this. George said to Mark. This is the reporting part of the second sentence. Okay. Now children, after finding it out, first thing you have to see what is the reporting verb. So in the first sentence reporting verb is says, and in the second sentence the reporting verb is said. Now third thing you have to see that the reporting verb is in the present tense or in the past tense. So you can see in the first sentence, what you can see? You can see in the first sentence the reporting verb, okay, here is in the present tense, and in the second sentence you can see the reporting verb is in the past tense. Okay. Now children, you have to see whether object is given in the verb. Alright. So what is the object in the first sentence? In the first sentence, object is me. Okay. This I am going to underline with the children underline it. Okay. In the first sentence, the object I am going to underline with the green pen. Okay. Object is me, and here the object is Mark. Here. Okay. Now children, in both the sentence you can see the object of the reporting verb is there. Now children, the next thing is that if the object is present in the reporting part, then children, you have to remove says to, and if it is present tense you have to write tells. You have to write tells. And if it is in the past tense, here the reporting here the object is Mark and the said to is in the past tense, so you have to remove said to, and what you have to write? You have to write told here. Okay, you have to write told here. Okay. So students, once again I repeat, you have to see in the reporting verb if the object is there. In the first sentence the object is me, in the second sentence the object is Mark. Okay. If the object is there, then you have to see the reporting verb. If it is says to, you have to remove says to and you have to write tells as I have written in the first sentence. So if it is said to, okay, here the object is Mark. In the reporting part it is Mark, the object is Mark, and the verb is in said to. Okay, once again I write it with dark shade so that you can see it. Said to. Okay, so said to is in the past tense and the object is also there. You can see it is marked with green color. Mark is marked with green color. So if object it will be there in the reporting part, okay, so said to will be removed, and instead of that told will be there. But children, if me is not there, if the object will not be there, if the object will not be there, then you have to, children, then you don't have to change says to. Then the sentence will be Anu says to me that everything will be written. Okay, so this two thing is very important for you, and people create a lot of they made a mistake in this part only, maximum. Okay, now student, you have to see, okay, if the object will not be there in the reporting part, then children said to will not be changed into told, and says to will not be changed into tell. Then the same thing will be written. So children, you have to see this thing. Okay, so children, till now I have taught you what is a reporting direct speech, then what is an indirect speech, or what are the two parts of direct speech. Okay, what the change should be done, then what is the keyword where the change may, due to that the all changes will be done while changing from direct to indirect speech. So what is the keyword here? It is the reporting verb of the reporting part. Don't get confused. It is not the reported verb, but it is the reporting verb. Okay, so you have to see that also. Now children, the other thing which you have to see that children, if in the reporting part, if object is there, then says to will change into tells, and said to will change into told. So this you have to see. Okay, now children, the other changes. Now children, I will be telling you today that what changes you will make when the reporting verb is in the present tense. When the reporting verb is in the present tense, then what changes you will make. So children, when the reporting verb is in the present tense, so you have to make what? You have to make 6 changes. Remember, if the reporting verb is in the present tense, then children, you have to make how many changes? You have to make 6 changes. What are they? First, children, you can write, children, this rule you have to write it. When reporting verb is in the present tense. When reporting verb is in the present tense, then children, 6 rules will be there. First rule, children, says to will change into tells. Says to will change into tells if the object will be there in the reporting part. If the object will be there in the reporting part. Second thing, removal of the inverted comma. Removal of the inverted comma. Okay. Then removal of the center comma. Removal of the center comma and write the conjunction that. Write the conjunction that. Okay. Then children, this is the main first, second, third point. Okay, when the reporting verb is in the present tense. So children, what you have to write? You have to write says to will change into tells, removal of the inverted comma, removal of the center comma, and write the conjunction that. Then children, changes Fourth is changes in the pronoun. Fifth is changes in the verb. Changes in the pronoun, and pronoun will be changed, the verb will automatically will be changed. Okay. And no change in the tense. Sixth is no change in the tense of reported part. So these are the 6 points. These are the 6 major points which you have to write it. Okay, you have to write it and you have to learn it. So I hope you will understand. So first, children, you have to write all these things. Says to will change into tells. First point. Removal of the inverted comma. Second point. Removal of the center comma and write the conjunction that. Third point. Then, children, you have to change some of the pronoun, and if the pronoun will change, verb will be automatically will change. The fifth point, and this point is very important. No changes in the tense of the reported part. So, children, with this I conclude my video here. My next video again will be very important, in which all the changes, how the pronouns change, how the verb change, why the tenses are not changed inside the reported part if the reporting verb is in the present tense. So many important things I will be telling you. So don't miss my video, and thank you and have a nice day ahead.